Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Joel, aka the Big D of Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. And now I am finally, at long last, bringing to you my slightly overdue double back-to-back review of the first two Charlie's Angels movies. Since my review of the brand new one, despite it didn't do so well, has already been getting some many views, I thank y'all for that. So here's my long-awaited and overdue vid review of the original two. That's right. Charlie's Angels was released by Columbia in November of 2000. Despite getting mixed reviews, the film still became a success. The film was directed by McGee, who was best known for directing music videos such as Fly by Sugar Ray, Walking on the Sun by Smash Mouth, 1 Week by Bare Naked Ladies, and Pretty Fly for a White Guy by The Offspring, plus a lot of other vids. Anywho, and of course he would later go on to found the Wonderland production company, which of course produces TV Supernatural and other movies like Terminator Salvation and, well, many others. Anyway, the film stars Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, and Drew Barrymore as the title characters. Natalie is Cameron Diaz's character, Dylan is Drew Barrymore's character, and Alex is Lucy Liu's character. Now, they are the angels working for the, well, how should I say this, unseen millionaire Charlie, who is voiced by the same person who did him in the original TV series, which came out in 1976, John Forsythe, who contacts with the angels, and his assistant Bosley, played by Bill Murray. Well, they are assigned to find Eric Knox, played by Sam Rockwell, who you may remember from Iron Man 2 and more recently The Best of Enemies. A software genius who created a revolutionary voice recognition system and heads his own company. But he's believed to have been kidnapped by a communication satellite company called Red Star. Roger Corwin, played by Tim Curry. Well, they infiltrate a party held by him and spot a suspicious-looking man who had been previously seen in videos of Knox's kidnapping. Dubbing him the Thin Man, that's Crispin Glover, who, you know him from Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter, and Back to the Future, and lots of other movies. The angels chase him down and find him in one cool battle. Yep. He got away, but the angels find him. And they soon reunite Knox with his business partner, Vivian Wood, played by Kelly Lynch. Well, now Charlie explains that they must determine whether the mysterious Thin Man stole Knox's voice recognition software. Well, they infiltrate Red Star headquarters, fool the security system, and plant a device in the central computer. Then they retire for the night, so after they give Bosley the laptop computer that communicates with the Red Star computer. And Dylan takes up Knox's offer to stay with him for the night. So, however, I will advise you to stop this video because I'm going to give you more of the movie. So you got 5 seconds to stop before I go on with this and the sequel. Here we go. Okay, now as you may or may not know, if you haven't watched this, you've been warned. Knox betrays Alex and soon the others as simultaneously they are both attacked. And Bosley is captured by Vivian, who also, and so Corwin is murdered by the Thin Man, and soon, well, Alex and Natalie both manage to return to the the Townsend Agency. That's, of course, Charlie's last name, but unfortunately, Dylan shows up, well, after being shown in the buff, but no, completely, this is a PG-13 movie, thank you, and carries these kids to give them clothes, gives them closer, and, well, explains that the kidnapping was actually a setup, and Knox is behind the whole thing. So, they managed to try to get some help to go to the island base where Knox and his crew's held up. And apparently, he's planning to kill the man who he believes killed his own dad, and it was Charlie. Well, soon Alex is caught by Knox, and, well, as she goes deals with him, Alex would take care of the satellites and the technology and what have you. Natalie would go and bring Bosley back. But Vivian catches her in the act and gets into a real dogfight. And crashes her phone when she's talking to this dude Pete who she meets, played by Luke Wilson. That's another thing I want to say. Luke Wilson and Matt LeBlanc, who are, well, which of course was still big on TV's Friends at the time, and Canadian funny guy Tom Green, who had previously appeared in the movie Road Trip, and would later marry Drew Barrymore, but only for a short time, though. All make supporting appearances. Boy, it gets really intense. Alex manages to get free from being tied up and gagged with tape, and after he manages to find Charlie, and goes after him, and soon they manage to, well, meanwhile, Natalie manages to finally get Bosley out, and Alex confronts the Thin Man. And soon Bosley frees, Dylan of her ropes and tied behind her hands. You know what I mean. And soon joins him in defeating Knox's two cronies, but they were too late. Knox has already taken off his chopper and is heading straight for a little bit of a beach hut. That's where Charlie's at. Well, Bosley helps the Angels board, and Alex reprograms the missile to have it shoot backwards and miss Charlie by that much, and boom! Manages to blow up the chopper once. Once Natalie gets Dylan out, just the last minute, well, they're possibly going to get a chance to see Charlie in person, but, well, he had just left. But he congratulates them for a job well done. Well, he tells them that Knox's father was undercover. He was discovered and killed, but not by Charlie, though. So they get to talk to him when they're on the beach and all that jazz. And, well, they get to have a little fun, and we see a silhouette of Charlie walking on the beach. And then that's how the movie ends. We get to see the girls dressed up as rock stars, rocking the Blink-182's All the Small Things, which that was absolutely cool. Liked it. Oh yeah, I also did like the intro scene to the movie. We're on the plane. Take care of that guy. And we learned Drew Barrymore's character at Dylan's in disguise as this dude played by LL Cool J. Yeah, really awesome. We see one dressed all in black, takes a helmet out of the head. Wow, that was Lucy Lou's Alex. I thought that was so freaking sweet. I tell you what, that's really cool. Anyway, the movie did pretty well. The soundtrack also did pretty well, which of course featured Independent Women Part 2 done by Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, and Michelle Williams, alias Destiny's Child, which became a big hit for them. Actually, that became their first ever big number one on radio airplay, as a matter of fact. So anyway, it did pretty well. In 2003, they returned again. And in June of that year, in the summer of 2003, the Angels were back in Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. Well, while the film did get mixed reviews again, but like the first movie, they praised the performances of the three title characters, not their new Bosley, though, who was played by the late great Bernie Mac. However, criticism aimed at the bland plot and lack of sense. Yeah, and the lack of sense and what have you was dissed for the first movie. Oh well. Anyway, now this time they managed to free U.S. Marshal Ray Carter in Mongolia. Well, they are sent to recover the Halo rings, their titanium rings. That stands for Hidden Alias List Operation, stolen from the U.S. Department of Justice, which can display the people listed in the Witness Protection Program. Well, a couple of them were already killed, so at one of them's house, the Angels track his assassin to a beach where they meet up with former Angel Madison Lee, played by Demi Moore. Soon, during the Cobalt motorcycle race, let me see. Oh yeah, the assassin Randy Emers, that's his name, targets another witness named Max, who is actually just a teenager, played by Shia LaBeouf, who that same year also appeared in the kind of underrated Disney movie Holes. And this was long before the Transformers series even came. Oh, well, sort of, because Transformers wouldn't be out for another 4 years. I'm sorry. But anywho... But soon, Emers is killed and what have you by, you're not going to believe this, he survived the big explosion in Knox's place. The Thin Man is somehow survived. Well, they discovered photos of a protected witness that they found, Alan Caulfield, along with Max, and surprisingly, Dylan under her birth name, which was oddly Helen Zass. Yeah, and that's when they start making these silly old butt jokes. And believe me, that's a very funny part and what have you. The two supporting characters, Matt LeBlanc and Luke Wilson, do return. I'm sorry Tom Green didn't return because he and Drew Barrymore were Splitsville after they did the extremely raunchy cult classic Freddy Got Fingered. But Drew only had a small role in that movie, thank you. Anyway, she reveals that she is a protected witness after seeing her former boyfriend, an Irish mob leader named Seamus O'Grady, played by Justin Theroux, who more recently did the voice of Tramp in Disney's new improved live-action adaptation of Lady and the Tramp, which is now on Disney+. To prison. Well, he has since targeted those who wronged him, including Dylan and Max, whose parents O'Grady killed. So Max is sent to the home of the new Bosley's mother and what have you, and then they go to a monastery and learn about the Thin Man's past, and reveals that his name was Anthony. So, everybody is about to have a little fun. Natalie attends her Bo, Pete's high school reunion, and Alex returns home to find her action star boyfriend under timeout. Jason, that's Matt LeBlanc, telling her awestruck father, played by British funny man John Cleese, about her exploits and what have you. Dylan leaves the Angels and heads to Mexico. Soon, Natalie, Bosley, and Alex read Dylan's letter and read her reasons for leaving them. Alex is upset by this, but Natalie understands why Dylan fled to protect them. And soon in Mexico, she's trying to keep a low profile and meets another former Angel, Kelly Garrett, played by original Charlie's Angels star Jacqueline Smith. But later, they deduce Carter is a part of O'Gray's scheme after seeing him return Bosley's keys without any pain, though. Well, they follow Alex and Natalie, but they see him shot to death by, you guessed it, Madison Lynch. This gal had gone bad. Yeah. So apparently, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Dylan arrives with him, but they are shot by Madison, who takes the rings. But they survived wearing Kevlar vests. But Charlie Lee reprimands Madison for what she's done. He confronts her for endangering the lives of her former teammates. By the time that he had rescued them, they were in critical condition. Madison was kicked out of the Angels for it. Yeah, they realized that with the protection of O'Gray, they are going to sell the rings to the Antonioni crime family, the Tanaka Yakuza, and the Diablo cartel at the Hollywood Walk of Fame, where Jason's new film is about to premiere. So they set the three groups up to be arrested by the FBI instead. But soon after that, everything turns into a real big battle. Face off against each other. The Thin Man joins them, but gets killed by O'Gray. But Dylan manages to get back. Almost succeeds, but she manages to kick glass into his eyes, blinding him, knocking him off. Then Madison makes a move and speeds off with the Angels hanging on tight, but crashes into an abandoned theater and one falls off at a time before they get there, but manages to stop them. But apparently, they finally get her, and this is the final bit. She says, "Enjoy heaven," but now it's like, go to hell. Give her a real big being, knocks her down to a big pit where she hits a chamber filled with gas when she inadvertently pulls the trigger to her gun, fire out of a bullet, and yeah, note to self, don't ever shoot a gun when there's a gas pipe bust. Come on, didn't you see Child's Play, the original, huh? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to see if you was paying attention. But I'm serious about the rest of it, though. But anyway, the Angels managed to attend the big party, or should I say, and premiere of Jason's new movie. So everything was just fine. And that's the end of Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. Now, I do like this a bit, but I'm kind of picking the new Charlie's Angels over it since it had a little more action, what have you. But I still think the original Charlie's Angels movie was the best. So, kind of count that as a brief ranking, but I'm not going to put this as a ranking in this bit, but you'll know how I rank these three movies. So, would I recommend these movies? Sure, go ahead. If you're into some butt-kicking babe action, you need to see Charlie's Angels and give Full Throttle just one try. It may not be as good as its predecessor, but but still, it's fun. I mean, I did see both theatrical and unrated because I have the unrated version on VO cassette. But anyway, that's going to do it for my reviews of the Charlie's Angels 2 flicks. Original 2. So, let me know what you thought about Charlie's Angels and Charlie's Angels Full Throttle in the comments section. Like and subscribe to my channel and be a part of the Big D Nation. And I still need 2 more subscribers. I'm still hoping to get to 150 by next Thursday. And if that happens, I'll try and give you guys enough time to give me some questions for my next Q&A. Alright? I thank you for understanding that. Anyway, thank you again for watching. Join me again later this week when I review Frozen in order to promote the release of the brand new Frozen 2 opening this Friday, which I'm sure I'm going to be going to see that day. Maybe. We'll see. But you might be expecting another review from me tomorrow, but I can't guarantee it yet. So, until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.